Welcome or welcome back to
our channel, you don't lick on what blood. Today we draw one of my favorite places, Hogwarts, the school of witchcraft and wizardry. I will both teach and tell facts about Hogwarts. So get your wands ready and begin.
That was weird. Anyways, I start out with sketching the shape of the castle, and then move on to one of the most recognizable of all the towers, the Grand Staircase Tower. If you're like me and you have no idea where all of these towers are placed on the castle, allow me to show you. From the left, we have the Clockwork Tower, the Grand Staircase Tower, Headmaster's Towers, the Viaduct, the Bell Towers, the Astronomy Tower, the Training Grounds Tower, and lastly the Chamber of Reception.
Dobby has heard of your greatness, sir.
Expecto Patronum. Alright, let's continue. I picked up my trusted Micron pens and outlined the entire thing, as well as drawing all the windows, doors and chimneys of the castle. This is definitely the most tedious part of my artwork, but a crucial one to make it look like I want it to. So while doing this, I want to ask, which Harry Potter character is your favorite? And what do you want me to draw next? Anyways, onto the artwork. I use pro markers to solidify the darkness in the picture. It just makes everything so much easier because the ink from the pro markers won't move once we put the colors on it. Alright, let's paint. I start out with mixing a light toned color of yellow and white and paint the undertone of the buildings. As you can see, I'm slowly building up details, focusing on the light source, which would be coming from over here. I have a feeling that something ain't right. An ominous dark presence of sorts. Wait, you back?
Dobby has frightened his master. Dobby must punish himself.
Damn it. I guess I have to give him something. More on that later. As you can see, I'm using different shades of blue on the roofs of the castle, still focusing on the light source coming from the left. This is where the magic happens and the building starts to come to life. Take your time and enjoy the process. This painting technique and process might seem a little odd to you, but I'm simply showing you how you can do things differently and make them your own. Just remember, all artists develop differently and there's no right or wrong way to make art. I start adding different layers of black, yellow and brown to the buildings, and it's starting to look more and more like Hogwarts. If you've been wondering why it's looking so bright, it's actually because I'm drawing Hogwarts in the daytime compared to its normal sighting in the night.
Master has given Dobby a sock.
Alright, that should shut him up. For now. Anyways, onto another medium. Colored pencils. Colored pencils and watercolors can be blended perfectly together, so I both use them to smooth out surfaces and create details I otherwise couldn't make with watercolors. I'm at a point now where I change between the mediums as I see fit, adding shadows and general details.
Free. Dobby is free.
Let's not talk about what just happened and keep painting, yes. Keep painting. I'm now done with the base of the castle. Now onto the last layer, Micron pens. Again, the previous lines I made have been buried by layers of paint and markers, so I have to draw everything again to make it look sharp. I went a bit crazy when I decided to also draw every tile on the building. I just felt like it needed something. That's it, the castle is officially done, but we can't leave the background out. So let's paint a ray of clouds surrounding the castle with a bright blue sky behind it. What are you doing?
Dobby's precious. Precious!
As I said earlier, I want to surround the castle with clouds, so I took some white gouache paint and painted over parts of the castle and cliffs. It looks too much like it's a castle floating in the sky right now, so in the background of our illustration, we'll now add mountains that serve as the backdrop for the castle. We'll use careful brushwork and shading to give them a sense of height and substance. And now for the finishing touches. I'm excited to show you how to draw two iconic creatures from the world of Harry Potter, the Golden Snitch and Hedwig. I used a paint called Tambi for the gold tones of the creature and add some colored pencils to give it more depth. Last but not least, we draw Hedwig. I actually didn't plan to make this, so I had to draw it on top of everything else. Starting with pencil, colored pencils, watercolors, and lastly Micron pens. And there you have it, Hogwarts is done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more detailed fantasy tutorials like this one.